This is the brand new Samsung Galaxy A52, and I wouldn't say it's brand new because it's been in the market for more than a month or something like that. But in many ways, this phone here is actually very similar to the Galaxy A72 that we have here, and we also reviewed this phone not too long ago, so watch it at the top right corner there instead. But there are a few differences scattered across these two phones, so let's talk about them and also just go through all of the 6 points that we have to share with you about the Samsung Galaxy A52. Now for this review, we'll be referencing a lot about the Samsung Galaxy A72, so I recommend you to watch that review first before watching this review. But nonetheless, let's start off with the design, because the Galaxy A52 and the Galaxy A72 that we have here, they are both in the same awesome blue color, and from afar, they both look identical. And they both come with the same variety of colors and also the same matte finish, same design overall, and I mean, it's quite difficult to tell the difference if you're just looking at them like this. But once they are placed together though, it's quite easy to see the difference, because in terms of size, the Galaxy A52 is smaller and also slimmer on the sides. So when you hold it in your hands, you can easily feel that the Galaxy A52 is much easier to hold like this compared to the Galaxy A72, even though I'm a guy with big palms and I can still feel the difference is quite significant, I would say. And we can also tell the Galaxy A52 and the Galaxy A72 apart by just looking at the camera cutout. Now, while the camera cutout is technically the same, there's one big difference, which is the lack of a telephoto camera on the Samsung Galaxy A52. It has been replaced by a depth sensor, to which I would say, I honestly don't think the depth sensor should exist in smartphones anymore in the year 2021, but well, here we have it. And one way that you can instantly differentiate both of these phones is by looking at the last camera here, because the lens is completely different. Okay, then how does the camera of the Samsung Galaxy A52 actually perform? Honestly, it's pretty good. The Galaxy A52 also has the signature Samsung color profile with great white balance, great dynamic range, and also, of course, the signature Samsung color saturation as well. And this actually applies to both the main and also ultra wide angle camera. But of course, since there's no telephoto camera, the Galaxy A52's zoom shots look ugly because it's using digital zoom instead of, like the Galaxy A72's, optical zoom. So yeah, that ugliness is kind of expected, honestly. And most importantly, the Galaxy A52 has OIS on its main camera here, which means pictures can come out clearer, and most importantly, videos are actually stabilized and it's not as wacky as many other phones out there. And then the screen. The Samsung Galaxy A52 is obviously smaller than the Galaxy A72. Its screen is measuring at 6.5 inch diagonally with the same resolution of 2400 by 1080 pixels, and it still has the same 90Hz refresh rate as well. This Super AMOLED screen is also the same as the Galaxy A72, and yes, both of these screens are bright, beautiful, with vivid colors. As for the battery life, the Galaxy A52 comes with a 4500 mAh battery, and it will last you throughout the day with some spare too. It lasts for more than 13 hours in our battery life test at 90Hz refresh rate, which is actually great. And to charge up this phone here, Samsung included a 15-watt charger with the Galaxy A52 instead of the 25 watts that is included with the Galaxy A72. And to charge this phone with its 15-watt charger takes about 90 minutes. But since it supports USB PD PPS, then we also whipped out our Ugreen 65 watts gun charger to charge this phone, and it can juice it up in just about 75 minutes. So 15 or 25 watts charger doesn't really make that much of a difference. And now for the software side of things, the Galaxy A52 still comes with One UI 3, which is, well, my favorite Android skin so far, and I mean, there are a lot of pre-included features and apps which I don't treat them as bloatware since I use them. Both Samsung Pay and also Samsung Edge Panel are still two features that I use on a daily basis. and I don't think there's just any replacement or alternatives for this kind of features. And we also talked about One UI 3 in depth in our Samsung Galaxy A52 review, so again, check it out at the top right corner there. And now for the performance, well, surprise surprise, both the Galaxy A52 and the Galaxy A72 come with the exact same core specs. They are both using the Snapdragon 720G chipset, and well, of course, they're both going to perform the same. Samsung also issued a few software updates to further optimize and improve the performance of both of these phones. So yes, currently I can play COD Mobile without an issue while using some Black Shark attachment triggers kind of thing for elevated gaming experience. Oh, by the way, these two phones are also IP67 rated, so yeah, they can get wet without any issues. And finally, the price. The Samsung Galaxy A52 retails at a suggested price of 1,499 ringgit, which I think, yes, it's a bit more expensive, and I do suggest you get it when there's a free gift bundle promotion as well. And overall, I would say this is still one of the most balanced phone out there for this price point, and same goes to the Galaxy A72. I mean, there's a price gap between both of these phones, so they both sit in, how do you say this? They are both perfectly balanced in its own way, but at a different price point. So again, just like last year's review for both the Galaxy A51 and A71, you can get either of these phones. You won't go wrong with either of these phones, but it still depends on what kind of budget you have. So if you can only get the Galaxy A52, go for it. And if you can up your budget and get the Galaxy A72, go for it. Both of these are great phones. I love them a lot. They are both much more similar in terms of specs, hardware, and everything else compared to last year with the A71 and A51. That's a story for another time. But yeah, I really do love these two phones right here. Samsung did a good job with both the Galaxy A52 and A72. And yeah, that's it. That's all we have to share with you about this phone right here. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. We'll be happy to answer them, and we'll see you guys in the next video.